and chilling stories weekly. Now, with that said, let's grab yourself a coffee and let's caffeinate while we investigate. This is the case of the land of black. Known as the crossroads of America, many roads from Michigan, Illinois, Kentucky, and Ohio all lead into the state of Indiana, and directly into this bustling city. So you can probably guess that Indianapolis is a place where many paths randomly cross, that furthermore, people from all walks of life unexpectedly come together. However, the main characters of our story today are a team that they wish this had never happened. And so, enter 28-year-old Amanda and her husband, 30-year-old Davey Blackburn. Known as the community's loving pastor and his gentle wife, the two were a well-respected couple with the world at their feet. Some would even call them the perfect American family. They were very excited about the future. Amanda and Davey had moved all the way from South Carolina with one objective in mind, and that was to spread the word of God. Between them, they owned the now-abolished Resident Church in the far north of Indianapolis City, and although it has since closed down, it was established in 2011 to spread the gospel's life-giving power. Now, usually, you would assume that those who were looking to start their own church would normally be in the latter years of their lives, but not these two. Amanda and Davey were young, ambitious, and modern. Scaling back to the year 2006, the two met in Pensacola Christian College in Florida, and what followed was a deep and fiery relationship. Beginning with Amanda, she was born in the summer of 1987 in Muskegon, Michigan. Her proud parents, Phil and Robin, were already highly religious people, with her father being a pastor at their local church. The family then moved from Michigan to Elkhart, Indiana, alongside her sister Amber and brother James in 1995. Amanda was known to be a kind and a caring child, and she was particularly close with her siblings. Growing into her teenage years, she became exceptionally hardworking and ambitious, throwing herself into her studies and, much to her parents' relief, the church too. She was always well behaved and never had any trouble at home or at school. She eventually graduated from the Elkhart Christian Academy in the year 2006, before then bravely moving away from her family to Florida. And of course, as we already know, this was where she would meet the man who would soon become her husband. His name was Davey Blackburn. As for Davey, he was a beacon of kindness, humour, and charm, and, although it's cliche to say, was apparently always wearing a smile that could light up on the mood. As Amanda and Davey grew closer over the following months, they realised that their goals for the future were effectively quite similar. While still studying at college, the two decided to move in together before then adopting a dog named Mel, and it is known that the two treated and adored her like their own child. Their photos from this time capture completely stunning memories of each other's company, of course, with their dog by their side. In fact, by August 2008, which was only 2 years after leaving college, the two decided that their love was so profoundly certain that they got married, and this union would only strengthen their bonds and bring them even closer. And then in 2011...
Hello? Are you hearing me?
The move would also bring Amanda closer to her family, which was hugely beneficial as the two would welcome their first child to the world, a baby boy named Preston. As a family, they continued to grow. Davey's role as a pastor and their work in establishing a church brought them great fulfillment and honor. Amanda stayed active by running many marathons with her siblings and her parents, while Davey maintained his physical and mental health through regular workouts.
Bonus points! Mindless violence? I disagree. It was 100% intentional.
Killing somebody, mates.
Insta-kill.
However, sadly,
Admit it, I am a demon. You got us here in one piece. Barely. I'll give out more backslaps when I don't look like a fucking corpse.
Yes, I'm at 281 study field for my wife. I'm glad she is. Okay, hold on.
I'm in face.
What up, bro? Can you hear me?
got the flag.
You can speak louder, baby. You can speak louder for me.
I'm not gonna go anywhere.
What's poppin', my brothers?
Random side note here, but maybe this is living proof that God actually does exist. Because no amount of caffeine could get me out that early. Finishing around 1 hour later, he then returned to the property at around 6:30, or then taking a call in the driveway. You see, Davey was trying to be considerate here, and so rather than wake Amanda up, he took that phone call in the car. Now, usually this wouldn't be considered a suspicious.
Gonna do the Easter egg like a boss.
Fortunately, he had no idea that this morning would be very different to the several hundred that
Open it done.
his phone call, Davey walked inside to a devastating scene. Amanda was lying on the floor in a pool of red blood. Fears for Weston's safety were quickly calmed as, thankfully, he was safe, alive, and Davey then called emergency services and begged them to come to help save Amanda's life. Paramedics arrived quickly at the scene, where they found Davey at the end of the home's driveway with his hands covered in blood. They determined that Amanda had been shot 3 times, once in the back, once in the arm, and a third in the back of her head. Miraculously, she was still breathing, but with her condition being critical, time was running out. She was therefore rushed to the hospital in a desperate attempt to save her life. But despite all the efforts made by the paramedics, both she and her unborn baby would pass away the following day, with Davey holding his wife for the final moments before her.
Conserve your energy. This realm consumes it.
Taking a look at the evidence would present several clues to the authorities. To begin with, it appeared that there was no thoughts of breaking. Davey and Amanda had faith in their community and felt safe and trusting with their neighborhood. And so, as a result, they rarely ever locked their front door.
Ooh.
On the day that Amanda was murdered, the morning was no different, therefore allowing their killers to walk in without any contest or conflict. The home itself was usually very tidy, but the crime scene was vastly different. Detectives observed large blood spatters alongside ornaments of the body. Meanwhile, Amanda was lying face down and devoid of clothes. Found next to her was her underwear and a scattered mess of nails and lanterns. And notably,
Front row.
a pack of stitches, a pair of earphones, and a roll of duct tape were all found on the counter. Davey confirmed that these items did not
Fortunately for you, I am a patient man.
Well, that was discovered untested.
Looks like someone wants me to blow these stinking corpses back to hell.
There was one other
After that shot, you got tough odds ahead.
at 7:53 that morning, which the detective soon discovered turned out to be an inquiry about suspicious activity on her account.
Fickle finger of fate.
The entire situation
Usually in the middle
was
finger.
tragically marked by killers, but human intentions are wrong. However, we started to wonder if maybe this was a setup. Some people would even highlight how convenient it seems that Davey was out of the property at the precise time that Amanda was murdered. I mean, surely this is more than just a coincidence, right? Well, actually, not really, because Davey's schedule was very predictable. Furthermore, if our killers knew that he'd be out for at least an hour, then they may also know that he would leave the front door wide open. Davey also had not one, but several confirmed alibis at the gym. And that's for the couple's love life. while being absolutely smitten with a second baby. However, analyze and information aside, this wouldn't stop some people from coming to their own conclusions. Unfortunately, scientists have had a bad rap in the recent decades, and we've seen many go down to scandals, abuse, and even murder. Think of John White, Timothy Coleman, or even
Asteroid shaped like a human skull? No fucking
so,
way
at
that
least
happened by
initially,
accident.
people did seem to be quite skeptical of David. In fact, I've just read about the investigation of the Texas megachurch that had to remove 4 leaders who all knew of the pastor's alleged abuse.
What the fuck?
Honestly, it is crazy how often these scandals simply fly under the radar. But with so many external sources according to the mainstream media, I can see it's no longer wrong. And that's why I've been using today's content to show how news as they are no choice from that news.
All better
I
now?
believe the values are great
Good, go
because
kill
they will
someone.
put right down the middle with hope for both sides. No bias, no filter, and no scope. And with the new diversity, you can even discover stories from underreported or even ignored from the left and the right. Visit SLM.com/copyhouse
Sending Frank.
You can visit the link for
I'm sure as shit doing my part.
That's SLM.com/copyhouse.
Baytharians said the shadow smith spoke this dimension out of memories. Feels more like reliving someone's worst nightmares.
Engaging with local news outlets, participating in news interviews, and doing everything in his power to spread the news. In doing so, his hope was one of other elites that might help them. However, this activity would also unfortunately spur the online and some of them will even begin to suspect
Waarom ben ik naar solo geswitcht? Ik snap niet waarom ik naar solo ben geswitcht.
Despite the barrage of online accusations, Davy's close friends and family would rally around him, trying to shield him from the hatred he found online. Yet, as is human nature, Davy, of course, could not help but be affected by the public's opinion. Meanwhile, the authorities cleared Davy of any suspicion whatsoever, and instead focused their efforts on unraveling the events that changed the world. Now, there is quite a lot of debate around Davy, which we will come back to later in this video, but for all intents and purposes, the detectives were confident that he had nothing to do with that murder. They leaned towards the theory of a home invasion gone wrong, and in their investigation, they noted that the Blackstone home was not the only target after all. In fact, it was only one of 3 homes in the neighborhood to be won. In addition to this, several others were affected family as well, and this pattern of crime lent credence to their belief that a man was murdered in a large way.
Somewhere on that first asteroid, you will find a shadow smith there. I helped you get through, but the rest is
Bonus points! It did at least show that it seemed to follow a similar motive.
It's a boy.
High-value items such as jewelry, purses, cell phones, and laptops were stolen in all 3 cases. However, spare of credit cards on the Max Armor!
I will try to keep our enemy distracted, but soon he will hunger and come looking for you.
In an act of solidarity,
I offer to input, Fraulein, but I set my own schedule. Think my own speed. Even here.
This message proved to be a crucial message. To begin with,
Amazing! It left an exactly head-shaped hole!
Several reporters seen a shadowy figure clothed in tights, suspiciously talking on the phone at around 7 a.m. before then slipping into a silver Chrysler Sea Gray. And after looking at the local surveillance footage, a surveillance camera captured the unsettling image of a
Be warned. Altheris will fight your attempts to free her,
and this vehicle,
just as I did.
would be one of the most instrumental pieces of evidence to this case.
I'm glad that you're taking an interest, Aetharion. Then again, I am pretty
Grenade out!
And although the owner now, thankfully, this ability and from these images, it is a and given the time, the most likely travels straight to babies in Amanda's home. The terrible thing is that these men cared so little about being paid for the shots, that they then carried on with their priorities afterwards. And we know this to be true because only 1 hour later,
Barely.
another
I'll
phone
give
was
out more
made to
backslaps when I don't look like a fucking corpse.
With surveillance cameras in the area, capturing the same people. Now, I think we've all been in a situation before where we're doing something that's for reference. In some way, usually by us, or have an accident, or is nothing. Well, something the sort of robbery, they were trying to go on within the past. Perhaps they didn't seem to be in much of a hurry because the humans currently out, they decided to help themselves to an array of belongings. This included 4 televisions, a universal remote, a MacBook Pro, a Tiffany pearl necklace, an expensive sweater, some bed sheets, and even a bag of oranges. In addition to their rather healthy portion of rituality, our 3 musketeers decided to then put their feet up and help themselves to several bottles of wine. Not quite the nutritious choice, especially if they would even leave these bottles behind, which was great for officers, by the way. It made collecting their DNA very easy. However, the most concrete piece of evidence in this investigation was, of course, the stolen car. And although the license plate had been used to use the stolen vehicle, the authorities still had been made to use the car. This made it quite easy for officers to find it. In fact, it was so easy that they discovered the vehicle.
Once we get the power back on, things might look better.
They decided to dump the
Or not.
vehicle, only did so several minutes away from the crime scene. Inside the vehicle, investigators discovered an assortment of items. The large money sweater, the diamonds, the universal remote, the pink lampshade.
I get the feeling someone doesn't want us to turn this on. I say that because I think you shat.
They realized further investigation which included a third individual, Joe Taylor Jr. And just like that, the authorities finally had her third bias. After triangulating their cell phone numbers, investigators realized that all 3 suspects had been together the night prior. And after visiting their landlord, she was able to confirm that they had left together at approximately 3:30 that morning, taking her boyfriend's handgun and a shirt with them in the process. Both of these items were positively matched.
I bet you get off on this, you sadistic wood prick.
And so, only 11 days later, Larry Joe Taylor was arrested.
Jackpot! Who fucking are? Oh yeah, jackpot. I'm gonna put this thing to work.
Of course, it's kind of like what we're imagining. The
I'm just worried the longer we're like this, the more corrupted we get. And you seem pretty corrupt to begin with.
Diana would also tell the investor he stood over her while he watched her rerun and phased out the events and told them to focus on in light of the news, Larry's charges have been updated to one count of burglary, robbery resulting in auto theft, carrying a gun without a license, and 2 counts. The reasons that will become important it is worth noting here that his 2 murder charges were put against the man who allegedly murdered earlier in the year, but not tonight. Diano held up his plea deal and Jalen was close to following arms. And so, ultimately, with both men now against him, Larry was sure to lose his trial eventually. I say eventually because, rather frustratingly, there would be 2 mistrials before any deliberation took place. And this was due to technicalities surrounding Amanda's pregnancy. You see, with there being no murder charges related to Amanda's baby, the judge declared that no mention of pregnancy was allowed during this trial. But with several members of the jury declaring their own acknowledgement of a pregnancy, it meant that, sadly, the trial could not proceed. As a result, Larry agreed to the bench trial, which meant that no jury was needed and only the jury.
If you kicked me in the balls right now, I wouldn't even feel smashed up!
Larry Taylor was found guilty of every count until he put into
Quit crying! I've been shot more times than you.
the trial was well and good. They were not take whether or not the charge was and rejecting and the charge of robbery resulting in serious bodily harm, with 5 other charges against the man dropped as a result of that. Jalen received 29 years in prison, which was eventually reduced to 15, with at least 10 years to be served behind bars. Diano, on the other hand, received 30 years for his involvement, with 25 to be spent behind bars and 5 on probation. Now, I have no idea why Jalen's and Diano's sentences were so different in this case. Considering Diano was the first to agree to a plea deal and cooperate with the officers, you would expect them to receive a short and again, who cares? With their trials taking place in 2021 and 2022, Amanda's loved ones would have to endure 7 years of closure. With Davey, who had lost his wife and his unborn baby in the process, he admits that following the murder, he felt rage like
Newsflash, not everyone shares your love of you.
racism towards Amanda's killers. But throughout those 7 years, he eventually learned to see them in a different light and no doubt, everyone must have played a part there was some controversy around Amanda's death. He found himself in a new relationship, and then 1 year after, I was reminded to know how one should grieve and not grieve after the death of a partner, but some did find it quite like how quickly in the dark. Personally, I think I'm in the middle of this one, because I don't think it could be the same, but I do understand that some people would be. Obviously, this is the kind of honest view of the account of these stars, and in fact, I would say, some still believe he was involved. But honestly, I think this is quite obvious, because not only is there no evidence to despite losing all of his memory, Amanda still seems to be on his mind with every going to get us and then they will talk about all their frustrations with me, and they're going to share all kinds of beautiful memories of Weston. With Amanda having been an avid runner, Baby feels as if Amanda has
It's not how fast you draw, it's how fast you reload.
voluntarily did, because, well, obviously, Amanda didn't know that this was going to happen. Much like the rest of us,
No time like the present to mix it up.
And of course,
We got a cold front moving in.
when Christine Hallway, her daughter, suddenly vanished without a trace, panic spread fast. To her friends and family, it sounds like a nightmare. But as police began to investigate, they quickly realized that this was a person's case would soon spiral into something far darker. Surveillance
Brain was wasted on you anyway.
This includes body cam footage, several live who killed Christine Holloway? Welcome back to Coffeehouse Crime, folks. My name is Adrian, and today we're looking at the case of Christine Holloway. A story so twisted, frustrating, and unforgettable. Before we begin, I post true crime, strange and chilling stories on a weekly basis here, so if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. And now, with that out the way, please grab yourself a coffee and let's caffeinate while we investigate. This is the case of Christine Holloway. It was just after 1 p.m. on Monday, December the 2nd, 2019, when officers arrived at the Holloway residence in Ansonia, Connecticut. A welfare check had been requested because Christine Holloway hadn't been heard from in a while.
I don't think Strauss ever figured out how this machine works.
Was beginning to worry those who knew her. As you can see in this body cam footage, the air outside was bitterly cold. Snow had begun to settle, blanketing the ground and rooftops in a soft white coat. There was one detail that stood out to the reporting officers, that being there were no footprints leading up to the front door. Officers knocked, first on the door, and then on the windows, but no sound responded, and nothing moved inside. Strangely, they noticed a rear window slightly ajar, which was a troubling sign here, especially considering Christine lived there with her 1-year-old daughter, Vanessa. An open window was not a good sign in temperatures like this. Fearing the worst, police forced entry into the home, breaking the door frame and the door open. It was a tough call to make, of course, but desperate times called for desperate measures. Making their way inside, the house was eerily quiet, and the air stood still and peaceful tension. It appeared that the kitchen was spotless, almost too clean for a young family. Nearby, the officers noticed that the baby's crib was empty, suggesting that she was not in front of the but then, a candle inside the bathroom was the body of Christine Holloway. It appeared that she bludgeoned to a severe
Insta-kill!
Quick and painless. Not that I give a shit about it.
story, the report, is to begin with what they could do as lawyers, analyze
Bonus points!
Police worked around the clock, and volunteers searched nearby woodlands and waterways in desperate search for her. Nobody could find the 14-month-old girl.
One hell of an alternate reality.
And Margot, yes, right now what's happening right now in Ansonia is family members and friends and members of the community are handing out these flyers with Vanessa's picture on them, 4 pictures of Vanessa, all trying to find her, trying to spread the word here. We have not seen these pictures yet, so take a good look. There are some really, really clear photos of her face. She has brown hair and brown eyes, and that's right, family members have met here on in Ansonia to spread the word about this, and I'm joined right now by Vanessa's cousin, Joshua. Joshua, tell us a little bit about what has been going through the family's mind these past few days.
It's very hard on my grandparents. I could only imagine the other side of the family. We just want her home at any means necessary. We just want her home safe, healthy. I mean, Christmas is coming. Like, you know, she gotta have Christmas, you know what I mean?
I have a wheel.
Thank you so much, Joshua, and he is joined here by a couple of family members as well. I want to give you a look. They are standing at the edge of the street. Any car that stops by, they're walking over, handing flyers. They brought their own flyers. Just take a look over here. They're handing out flyers to anybody that comes by, hoping to spread the word.
Double
to bring
points.
Vanessa home safely.
Best efforts here. It wasn't crystal clear who this was, but it was enough and
I don't have time to fuck you up one at a time.
was a treasure trove of evidence. Now, if you look closely into the pictures in a short while, it is worth noting that this is the first real proof to make things even more
Bonus points!
Christine's boyfriend, who also just so happened to be the father of Vanessa, was not only alive and well, but also now living in his parents' house in the barn. Naturally, that put him in situations to stop him, and he was right on the money too. And so, with that said, let's look into the complicated Before tragedy struck, Christine Holloway lived a life full of love, warmth, and kindness. At 43 years old, she was the beloved daughter, sister, and friend. But perhaps most importantly, she was the devoted mother of her only child, Vanessa Morales. It is clear to everyone who knew her that Christine and Vanessa were absolutely inseparable. To Christine, a mum was not just a responsibility. If anything, it wasn't at all to her. Vanessa was her entire world. Growing up nearby in Bridgeport, Connecticut, Christine was the eldest of 5 siblings, which, of course, in turn would help her naturally grow into a nurturing and caring person, even from a young age. Her heart was just as big as her smile, and she always looked after her younger brothers and sisters. Alongside her age, it was no surprise that her compassion made her the first in her family to earn a college degree, that being a bachelor's in psychology. It is nice to hear that Christine did not chase glamorous status. Instead, she dedicated her career to something that she truly believed in, and that was what she was a daycare educator and was especially fond of caring for babies. And whether at work or at home or in her community, Christine was a kind person who would do anything for anyone. She was a proud person of St. Andrew's Church in Bridgeport, an active member of the Columbians, and the cornerstone of the family. Her days were often filled with simple joys like helping her nephew with schoolwork, doing business with her niece, and spending time with her brother, parents, and the family. And you could say that she was a real girl at heart. Moving on to someone who was unfortunately very important to her, it was 3 months ago when first crossed paths with a man named Jose Morales. Over time, the two seemed to grow closer, before eventually finding themselves entangled in a relationship. And then, months later, it turned out that Christine was his child. Now, at first, the relationship did seem stable enough. They were not married, but they did share responsibility of raising Vanessa.
Smooth as an iron fist in a velvet glove.
Despite the relationship having its challenges, as many do, she was deeply devoted to everything. Focusing on Jose for a while, the film was light and performance. He seemed to be a man that was in many ways under the radar. After moving from Puerto Rico to the US in 1989, he grew up in New Haven, Connecticut. He was born on November the 12th, 1960. His early years seemed to be rather underwater, just like
My chances just went from none to slim. Progress.
And someone who, you could argue, did not suit Christine. I'm just going to throw it out there, but maybe didn't deserve it. Moving into adulthood, Jose has struggled to address it more, including charges related to assault and criminal abuse. Of course, the film is and the poor ability to keep himself under and loving demeanor. And Christine, well, she probably likes the idea. Their relationship would eventually bring Vanessa into the world. However, as time slowly moved on, tensions between the two began to surface. It appeared that arguments became more frequent, and there were rumors of jealousy and controlling behavior from Jose's side. But Christine
I've warned you long, Johns.
Now, Jose had a long-standing issue with drugs, and that alone did not do anything.
Nina, ben je daar, Nina? Nina, volg mij en zo, hè? Nina.
Sorry to interrupt your miserable shit-sucking existence. All that glitters isn't gold. Sometimes it's just a shitty death.
Wow, wow, wow. Zeggen wow, wow, wow. Niemand die kijkt toe.
Literally vanished. He stopped responding to all messages. Meanwhile, police began a painful investigation.
Headshot.
That's exactly what I've been trying to call her too.
Okay, good. When's the last time you called?
Like sticking a fork in a toaster. This is mutually assured destruction. I'm making it extra. Death in the face so many times, he's sick of me.
The shooting by the police. We got the ray gun. We got the ray gun. Je weet dat we komen voor die van. We komen voor die van. Wat? We komen voor die van. Gonna do the Easter egg. Easy.
In fact, he was caught very often. It was so long that I could even narrate instances like this between officers.
Somebody tell Carver I just won our headshot contest. The fun has to end sometime. Believe me, I know.
Stupid man.
What up, my brother?
Hey, what are we doing, man?
What up, man?
Help. Doing, boys. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I'm on
Kill
my
this
way, my
fucking
brother.
robot, bro.
Where
Come,
you at, my
save me, bro.
brother?
Save me. Save me, brother. Save me, brother.
I'm coming, my brother.
Listen. This fucking big guy. Don't shoot him. Let me shoot him. Let me kill him. What the fuck is this guy?
He can shoot the ass.
He does not with that. Зараз, сука.
Kaboom!
You know I'm taking the wonder weapon, right?
I don't see it, man. I don't see it.
Your English is fucking bad, bro.
I got some other wonder weapon, you know. I got the
I got
thunder
two.
gun from Kinda Toten. You got me, brother. I got you, me brother.
Bro, you talk like shit.
I got some big blue banana, that's what I know. Somebody died. How did they die?
Drake!
How
Drake.
did they die?
What are you doing, Drake?
Why you dying?
Drake, sing a song, bro, please. Sing a song.
Yeah, man. Kiki, do you fuck me?
Hey, Amana Soktum, where is this? Kill him?
Abe. Only big baklava.
Hey, where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from the big black banana gang.
No, I'm serious. Where are you from?
I'm
Russia?
from the hood, man. I'm from the hood.
Man,
Where they take
you
shots, you know, black jack.
Child, man. You are a child.
Yeah, man. Sip some juice, man. Where's the Rocky?
Suck a dick, bro. Mafia, brother. Armenian mafia.
Yeah, man. Be a big banana boy.
Banana boy. You sound like you have banana.
Yeah, let's go. I'm not talking about food. Somebody died.
Пиздец, блядь, ара.
Oh, big black banana.
Пошел ты нахуй. Gun, bro. No, come, no problem. Where is...
Kill all the zombies.
What the fuck, man?
Did you die again, me brother? I'm coming to help you.
Speak like this, man. Your voice, it's really fucked up, bro. Your voice.
It's my Jonko's voice. You know my Jonko voice?
Ara, broer, niet te veel praten, jongen.
My Jonko voice, man. Big Black Banana Boy is here to save you.
Bro, je moet iets doen, man. The nipple! Ik zie nu pas dat jij Den Haag Zuid heet. Kankergare naam.
Yeah, man. The best city of the whole world. Where you can smoke weed and fuck the bodies.
Bro,
you know.
Alsjeblieft, joh. Ik Den Haag.
I need my third gun, man. I need my third gun.
Den Haag is voor fucking zwervers, man.
Yeah, man. I'm from the ghetto.
Maar uit Zeeland, broer. Die zijn echte strijders.
Where the real man is, you
Wij
know.
schieten hier niet met wapens, broer. Wij schieten met raketten, broer.
Yeah, man. I shoot with my big black banana. Dat is hoe we rollen.
Met die Engels, bro. Hey, waar is de... Oscar, Nefal?
De wie?
Oscar, broer. Oscar moet dood, jongen. Hij moet dood.
Er komen wel veel zombies, man. Er komen wel veel zombies.
Koeklap op hun mond.
Oké.
Broer, mijn ex wilde net chillen, man. Wat moet ik doen? Met haar chillen of niet?
Easy kills. Op naar wave 100.
Scar man. To me.
Either I chew on this or the maggot will chew on me.
Dank u. Hij is hier broer, hij is hier broer.
Veel zombies man, veel zombies.
Hij is kapot veel hier. Oh, shit, hij is kapot veel zombies. Hey! Kom maar Oscar joh.
Not sure whether to say Nazdarovia or call an ambulance.
Verhaal, kom maar neer. Kankeron. Ga nou eens dood, jongen.
That sizzling sound is music to my ears.
Let's just say that, well, the pieces started coming together.
Bro, je moet die raket even aangooien, man. Hij is ready.
Ik heb een grote raket in mijn broek.
Hier, man. Gaat die ding aan, man. Gaat die niet aan, jongen.
Kom op man, kom op. Het is hot on the block, het is hot on the block.
Hot on the block, zeker man.
Rennen boy. Ik ga niet halen, ik ga weg. Doei.
Doei.
Ik heb een wapen nodig. You got me.
Hun denken sowieso die gekke Mongolen gewoon.
I still survive. Du, 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 du.
Het spel loopt weer vast of zo, man.
Something tells me I should not reproduce after eating this.
Gedaan, man.
Best deal I'm gonna get in this hellscape.
He then stays at the house and then leaves the The following day, Christine's
Dat kankerding gaat niet aan, jongen.
Nee, doet hij.
Waarom gaat hij niet aan, vraag ik me af, man.
So much I love this ammo mine. One in the chest, one on the head. Spoiler, The head's all you need.
Max ammo!
Lord Weaver's demonstrates.
Daar ga ik mijn ex neuken. Kijk. Daar gaat gewoon bang. Kankerzooi man. Deze kankerhond. Die wil gaan, snap je? Jongen, jongen.
Smoke a cigarette.
Waarom de
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
geen troep bij niks man.
Big banana. Let's go. All the zombies. Kill all the zombies, my bro. That knows one alive. No. No.
Max ammo!
Hope your friends slip on the brain matter.
Full power!
Ray said that thinning a herd is good for the planet. Can't argue with science.
Nothing like a little upgrade to make a man feel young again.
What up? What up?
Insta-kill. Sorry, no group discounts. Bonus points. You lost your head a long time ago. I just made it official. Random perk. About you, but I had a blast. Sending Molotov.
prisoners. I've been one myself. Not fighting. What's the matter? Get your wires crossed? I can do this all day. I got plenty of corpses.
Waypoint set. I see an enemy.
Permanent sleepover. I can get through this. Just gotta take it one kill at a time.
Blood boiling now, fuckers.
Sound and fury, and you signify nothing. Max up. Who ordered these rat corpses?
Tao. No. Tao. Tao. Tao.
You could hurry up and rock. That would be great. Double points.
Tao.
Trying incendiary.
I love when their brittle bones crack and shatter.
Ain't that a kick in the nuts, and bones?
Successful.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment. Enemy dropping into the AO. All stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone. Enemy soldier incoming. Your team leader. Set a drop point for your squad soldier. Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
Steady.
You're clear to engage all hostiles.
Reloading!
Gulag is your last chance. Fight to earn redeployment. Your squad mate has entered the Gulag. They'll need to survive to redeploy. Time to fight your way out of here. Be ready, you're next.
Ooh.
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.